Hello everyone, welcome to another video tutorial of the series OmniStudio. In this tutorial, we are going to cover a new element that is a TypeAhead block. We can find it under groups. What this element do is we enter something in the text and it will give the suggestion based on the records that it get from its data source. So without wasting any time, let's drag this and configure this. So when you drag a TypeAhead block, all right. So what we are going to do with this is like we will be entering few characters, and based on that it will find the matching accounts and list them down to prefill the next inputs maybe. So let's do that. Let's name this as account, or maybe search account. All right. So directly it is not going to output anything. We can see that in preview. So let's say we look for maybe an account called Acme. It is trying to search, but currently we haven't configured any data source for the output of this field. So it is not giving anything as of now, but I just wanted to show you how it looks. We can go and configure a data source for this. And data source can be a data raptor or maybe an IP. Anything can be its data source. For this example, we are going to use a data raptor extract action. Currently, we haven't created anything for to fetch the account. So let's do it quickly. We'll create a new data raptor that will be called as get accounts. This will be of type extract. We'll select the account object here. In the equals, in this filter part, we are going to filter based on the like query with the like, and the key will be name. Let's configure its output. Look for name and configure ID as well. And we'll test it if it is working fine or not. Let's look for an account which includes AC in it and execute. So you see a list of account that contains AC in their names, and we can see the query here as well. That is select name ID from account where name likes AC. So this data raptor is configured. We can now use this data raptor in the TypeAhead for its source. So let's do this. It is get accounts. Okay, let me re-add it. If we look for get accounts now, yeah, we have it. Now it needs a data source and a filter value. Previously I shown you that this appears as a text field. So this will be used as the data source for the data raptor. Basically what we're doing is we are configuring anything that has been input in this. We need to pass that input to the data raptor. We are doing it using this, and we need to give the filter value which will be equal to the variable that we have used in here, that is the name. So we can use it like this, and we can definitely rename its name as like this. All right, so this is now configured. We can preview and see how it looks now. Earlier it was just a text field and it wasn't returning a list of account because it was not configured. Now since it is configured, so it is returning values, but we are getting everything that we had in the data raptor here like this. If we would have added more field, let's say employee maybe, so a new node has been added to each result, and if we look for this again, it will return everything that is there, that is returned by the data raptor. Now we just want to show the name of each record instead of showing it as a JSON. So we need to reconfigure this. Now in here in the data wrap in the type ahead block, it asks for a key which will be displayed as the, you can say, title of the record or the output. So we need to mention one key out of the whole data JSON which will be uh, shown as a list item. So from the data raptor, we are picking up the name because we want to show the name as the maybe title. So we can copy this key and paste it in type ahead key. Now see the change here. All right, if we look for Acme again, it only gives you the names of each of the element. We can also check what happens after selecting any of the options. Currently we do not have, we haven't selected anything, but if we select one of these, it gets added to the data JSON of the OmniScript. Now where actually we should be using this is like if you want to prefill something in a form, and we not only just the name, we want additional values as well. So you see we have values in the data JSON, but it is not being displayed anywhere. If we want to display the count of employee, we need to add more fields to the edit block. Let's add one and see. So we have added a text which will be number of employees, we can say, and the label will be now. The catch here is if we want to prefill something, we need to name, I mean we need to keep the name of the field same as what we have in our data JSON. Currently I intentionally put it as number of employees, which is not correct. We'll preview and see. Let's say we choose Acme. Okay, we might need to show this field as well. We'll have to use edit mode. That way this will show up. So currently it is blank. If we choose Acme, it, although this employee count have the value, but it doesn't show up just like that. So we need to make sure that this key is being used for the for this field. So now instead of this, we are going to keep the key as same as what we are getting from the data raptor. Let's put it like employee count, and this time if we'll preview it and choose Acme, employee count is null, maybe because I used the text field. Let's try with a number field. remove this and use the number field instead. And we can preview again. Yeah, you can see it. So earlier it was the type that was mismatched, so we are getting a number, and if we use a number field we can see the value of this. Similar to this, we can add more values and display them in there as well. uh, let's say annual revenue maybe. Let's use this field. All right, let's execute and see if we're getting something, some values in this. Again, this looks like number as well, so we'll add another number field and name it as annual revenue, which is same as the key that I have configured in output. I have made a mistake here. I have given a space. We should always avoid this. There should be no space in here, and we're using the correct one here. We can use spaces in label, that's fine, but in names or in the variable that are being outputted, we should not use the spaces. We have corrected it and now it looks perfectly fine. Again, if we preview it and see, currently it is blank. When we choose one of these, we'll get the values. Let's use a different one. I'm not sure if this one have any value. It has. Let's choose another account that might not have this value. So let's, okay, this one do not have this. So in this case, these gets empty automatically. So basically every time when you choose a new account, these values get refreshed. There are a few things I would like to draw your attention to. That is, if you want any field to be pre-filled, make sure that you use it in the type ahead block and do not put it outside this block. Otherwise they will not get pre-filled with the selection that you make. Let's take an example here. So I'm removing both of these fields out of this box, and if we preview it again, UI wise you will not be able to make any difference that if these fields are in the block or out of the block, but the functionality will change. This time if I choose the account, the values are still empty in both of the number fields because they are outside the box. If we again put them back into the box, I mean the type ahead block, and preview again, you see there are no difference in the UI, but the functionality is changed. This time when the number fields are inside the type ahead block, these values are getting pre-filled. So this is a common mistake. That's why I draw your attention towards this. So this sums up my video. Please like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.